I often think that sometimes we as humans feel like we need that rock bottom as an excuse. So it's almost like it doesn't have to take that, right? Like it doesn't have to take a pandemic. It doesn't have to take you losing everything or hitting rock bottom to know that you need to do that thing that you've been telling yourself that you need to do for years.
Right.
Make a change, start a business, get out of a relationship, whatever that means for you as a person. So walk us through that. I would love to learn about the book and why that title.
Yeah. So it really came from that one point that I told you. I did hit rock bottom. Like I said, I've been in therapy before. I suffer from anxiety and depression. I've managed it for a number of years, but after everything, it just came to a head. To the point where I actually called my husband home from work. I was concerned. I was just at the end of my rope. And that's when I finally, whatever it was, clicked. And I realized this is not sustainable, obviously. I mean, everybody had been telling me that, right? I knew it. But I felt okay saying that. I felt okay acknowledging it and knowing that I have done literally everything in my power to make it work. And that was okay. That was more than okay. So hitting that point was really what changed everything for me. I never would have had the courage. I mean, I feel like I'm a courageous person, but I still just would have doubted going out on my own, starting my own law firm, thinking like, oh, well, I've never done it. It's like, well, who has? I mean, before they have, right?
Yeah.
And what's the worst that happens? I go get a job. So that's where this came from. So for me, I did have to hit rock bottom to really switch my thinking and believe that I was enough, that I had done enough, that I was capable of doing this. So I think people, they don't have to. You shouldn't have to. I mean, you grow from adversity. Absolutely. I think everybody does. But the reality is you can shift your perspective I think everybody's doing it now. They're thinking about what really matters.
Yep.
What matters to you. You're never going to be on your deathbed. I don't care how much you love your job, which I love mine. You're never going to be on your deathbed saying, I wish I worked more. You're just not. So what matters to most people are their relationships with their family and friends. And to me, there is nothing that you can, say is more important than that, because that's what I think fills our need as, humans, just that connection with other people. So if you start looking at what you lose when you don't put that as a priority, or at least make it part of your life, I think that's when people can really realize that they're suffering and they're not happy. And when they start really breaking it down and realizing what's the worst that happened, what's the worst that is going to happen if I don't, get this client, if I don't have an office that looks like it's $1 million, if I don't win this big case. I mean, yes, there's implications. I'm not making light of that. But at the end of the day, what's the worst that happens? I mean, you still have your health, hopefully, you still have your family, your friends. And that's what this is about. You can't take any of the other stuff with you.